everybody, welcome to Life at Sunny Lee. My name's Kathy Jarvis, and it's been another busy week. Now I know people tell me that I work too hard and all this stuff, and I should be more like the ancestors and take it easy and get more rest during the winter. And I even saw a little meme that showed a person reading and saying we should be more like the animals and rest, hibernate during the winter, and that modern society has taken that away from us. That's not true. Our ancestors worked just as hard in the wintertime as they did in summer. Different type of work, but they worked. They still had to bring wood in for cooking, plus they had to bring wood in for heating up the house. They had to chop that wood. They had to make sure it was dry. They had to make sure that it was inside the house and to warm up enough before they threw it into the stove, and that had no moisture because they didn't want it to explode inside the stove. They had to take extra care of their animals. They had to make sure they were protected from the storms, protected from the other wildlife. They had to break water 2 or 3 times a day, break the ice so that the animals could get to the water. Plus, winter was when they repaired their equipment, made new equipment, repaired their clothes, made new clothes. And a lot of times to make those new clothes, they had to actually spin the yarn or weave the fabric. So they were not lazy during the winter. They might have slept longer because they did go to bed when it got dark and woke up when it got light, because the oil for the lamps and the candles took time to make or were expensive to buy, and you didn't want to waste it. But they didn't sit around playing games all day long in the winter or putting puzzles together. They were out there working. And if you have a farm or a homestead, you realize that there's always something to be done. Around here this past week, we took all the Christmas decorations down last week because Christmas was over, the holiday season was over, but I had to pack all those away for next year. So that took a while because I do have a lot of Christmas decorations. And then the Carnival season, Mardi Gras, has started, so I put out the decorations for that. Not as many as the Christmas. I'm always happy to put Christmas stuff up in December. I am always so glad to take it down in January, so I get my house back. So it just, after the holiday seasons, it just looks heavy. And I like to lighten up. So I don't put many Mardi Gras stuff out, but just a little. And then also, it's time to rotate the pantry, so I did that this week. That takes a while. You make sure you have all the 2022 stuff used up. And then you have to bring the 2023 up to the front. Make sure that you have all of it. And then I do mine by month. I have January, February, March, in a separate area. So I know to use all this up before I use that up. And so I did that. And then, if you're like me, you find it hard to cling around all those Christmas decorations. So your house gets a little disorderly come January when it's time to take all those decorations down. And I usually start in the kitchen on my spring house cleaning. But this year I decided to start with the foyer and the downstairs bathroom and the hallway, the stairway going upstairs, and the pantry. Since I wanted to get the pantry done first of all, so that we could make sure that we had all the food used up that needed to be used up from last year. So I started with that and got all that done, and started in on the dining room. Got the table, the decorations out on it. I still need to clean the walls and the baseboard and the floors. And then I go through all of the drawers and the cabinets and make sure everything's straightened there and get rid of the dust that might have accumulated over the year. So I've got that to do, but I'm making good progress, and hopefully I'll get that done yet this week. I got till Saturday for this week. So I'm hoping to get that done. Also, my seeds came, so I went through those and planned out my tentative garden. I did not include anything in the new greenhouse yet because I don't have it up yet. So, like I said, it's tentative. If we get the greenhouse up and running before it's time to plant, then some of those things will be moved into the greenhouse instead of out in the beds. But anyway, I do have the plan ready, and it can be changed. Not only that, but you have to put all the Christmas stuff away. All those gifts that you got for Christmas, you have to put those away, which means a lot of laundry if you got clothes. And then I have to, when you do the laundry, I get something new, I try to throw something old away. So you have to go through your closet and say, what do I not want? And get rid of it. And I do have a little bit of a mess here in the corner of the dining room, because I got a lot of stuff that's for the new greenhouse. And until the new greenhouse gets up, I don't have any place to put it, except maybe the garage. And right now, the garage is full of crates. You know, we got 2 new crates. And the other night I was out walking the dog, and coyotes were everywhere. You could hear them. They were really, really close. And some of my cats were not home. And the next morning they did show up, but I was worried about them most of the night, and we decided that we're going to put the cats in the garage in those crates at nighttime, at least during the winter time when the coyotes are hunting for food, because the rabbits, all their food that they usually eat is hibernating. So they will go after small cats and small dogs and stuff like that. So we decided we're going to put the cats in the garage at night. So they're in the crates, but still, there's a lot of crates there, and it takes up a lot of room, and there's not a bunch of room to spare. So I can't really put all the greenhouse stuff in there yet. So that is what I've been up to. We've gone to the gym 3 times this week also. So we're keeping that up. I've been working on the book. I did not get it done last year. That was one of the things I reflected on and looked to see what I had planned, what my goals were last year, and which ones I had accomplished and which ones I hadn't. And I did all of them except 2. And one was I did not get the book completely published, and I did not get to practice my guitar as much as I liked. So everything's the same as far as what my goals are. They're the same ones. They worked out well, and we're just going to keep them, you know. That was basically to spend more time with family and friends, at least once a month, get together with somebody, either family, friends, or whatever, to communicate more through text and Facebook and stuff with my friends, to keep in touch with them, and to go to the gym 3 times a week, to lose weight. I'm still trying to lose some weight. I got some more yet to lose I want. I've lost some, but not as much as I was hoping for. So I had 10 pounds on for last year, which I managed to do. So I'm putting that 10 pounds again this year. Hopefully I'll lose another 10 pounds or more. And basically those are the same goals that I'm working on. But I did start working on the book again. And that is what we've been up to. So, hope you have a good week. Hope you get things done. Hope that's inspired you to clean your house and put your decorations away and get to the gym and think about your health. And remember, dream big, follow that dream. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye, everybody.